Oh, yeah.
That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at one, a solid drive here at the second.
Now, I'm going to say this. I'm not saying that this justifies anything. And I don't know whether it's my skill or the game. Talking about football club. And that is the crosses, the headers, well, I don't really do a lot of headers, but the volleys in general and the through passing.
Big spot here for
you remember last
good.
year when
short second to the par 5.
You probably don't, because I vaguely remember and I played all the time. It was always this thing where, for some reason, every defender, you couldn't outrun a defender, ever. You could have 99 pace and the defender have 89 pace, and man, I fucked that up.
Well, mine's slightly off as well. We're both about the same spot. I mean, naturally you can't run as fast with the ball as the person chasing you without it.
In the ballpark.
I mean, that's
let's see
physics.
how good you can chip.
Oh, yeah, but I'm talking about on the break. Like, which I don't know, I guess you play in the higher leagues, it'd be the same shit again. Oh, that was a good shot.
Oh, I don't make many of those. That's one in a million for me. Because I very seldom go for the chip. I normally just go for the flop shot and play it safe. Well, that was close.
Oh, man, when I first started playing this one, chipping used to get me so frustrated because I'd be just as far away when I chipped as I did when I landed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I always, whenever I chip 50%. 50% power.
Yeah, that's the rule of thumb. She's so goddamn bad. I ate $40 worth of groceries.
I've got a DB on the go right now, but I do have a big fucking Aero Easter egg in the fridge, so I'm covered.
Consider it killed. If I had it, that thing'd be dead.
Survive the night. Yeah, it won't survive the night, but yeah, that's when the munchies kick in. That's coming out the fridge.
Oh, that is a big drive. Easily clearing that series
yeah.
of bunkers, but that
you
will
got set
be a
on it, put it under your leg or something for a minute.
To this third green.
Yeah, stamp on it. I'm not actually.
I should have bought some. I had all that shit at 50% clearance, what was left over from Easter. That's pecan sandies. Should have brought damn.
No, this should be fairly safe actually, because it's rolling back anyway. Worrying about the potential roll. You're on.
That's on target.
That's it. That'll do nicely.
Who did win it? Roy?
Hmm?
Who won the Masters? Roy? I can't say his name, but
I actually have no idea. I didn't follow it.
shit, just a little more on that one.
Nobody's happy after that shot. Oh, I mean, that was one up from disastrous, really.
That rolling hard left.
Oh, yeah.
Go on.
Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge.
Yeah. In these greens, and we did the par 3 only courses. But to be fair, I think that was more than 20-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, that was the winds. I was just sitting here thinking about that. I was like, yeah, we played this course 20-mile-an-hour winds. I don't know how the hell we all didn't shoot 10 over.
I think you and me came first on 7 over.
That's what I mean. It's a wonder we got that good a
she'll
score.
Brush that in for her par.
Yeah, the previous course we played with 20-mile-an-hour winds, and I came last with 6 under.
Yeah, but it's kind of like
you two were like 8 or 9 under.
Yeah, but courses are like players on a team sport. You know, the course is your team, and you got to know how to work with it.
Yeah.
So, like, Teeth of the Dog's going to have wind. Andrew's going to have wind. Augusta, maybe a hole here or there. Will have wind, but obviously you got all the tree coverage and everything, so usually it's pretty calm shooting. But the greens are what eats your ass up on it. It ain't the weather usually, it's the...
I clubbed that back, but it still wasn't quite enough. With full backspin. Slowed it down so it didn't roll off too far, but that sailed over the green. I should have clubbed back twice. That looks better. That looks like it's going to drop and stop.
No.
Oh, no.
No, you're right. It's 30-foot drop. If you're talking about a carry
this is a tee shot that's perplexed.
Fuck, yeah, 40 yards.
Over the years, that's going to wind up being too long. And off the back of this,
usually it's what, 10%. That's all about approach shot. Obviously, you take the landing strip on that. So at least your GIR. This one's got different flag positions, if I remember right. So sometimes that flag might be at the back.
This is going to be her second shot now at the par 3.
On the fringe. No, it's on the green.
Yeah,
now a 7-footer.
Barely.
It looked like the fringe, didn't it?
It rolled back out of it. Not enough. Oh, no, that was my swing. Never mind. That was exactly my swing. I didn't shoot that one perfect. If I had it, I'd have sunk.
Three under on the day.
Daggone bogey. .495 par 4. But it's downhill.
Yeah, just got that video clip you said. How long it took to get here?
Yeah.
We went in air freight.
Well, look at it while I take this shot. It's only 15 seconds.
Oh, good shot.
Yeah, you see that kind of vision and shit? Which I don't know, that may just be getting... You might be 100% right. It plays exactly the way it did last year. But
that's going to wind up...
I don't know. I think it plays better.
I don't know. I think there may be a bit of a placebo effect there. I've played enough FIFAs to know that they don't really change that much year on year. Like, the gameplay is... You know, minor details. I'm not saying they're not different, but they're not notably different.
I mean, popular opinion would back what I'm saying up. Not based on my own personal thing, but yeah, a lot of people said it. I ain't talking about a lot of people who are, you know, just overall consensus on... Listen, I ain't trying to sell you the fucking game. I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm enjoying this year a lot more than I did last year.
Now a second from 164
and I paid
yards
for
out.
it this year.
Yeah.
Maybe not enough.
I mean, mine said, you know, when you do your four swing, it says like fast or slow.
Well, she should be happy with that shot. Good chance for birdie inside 20 feet.
Yours actually, wasn't it?
You're in the bushes.
Yeah, I'll say like
we need to trim that bush. Oh man.
The flop wasn't going to get anywhere near there. I should have done the flop. I got a 50-foot putt. With a really, really undulating green. Oh, awful.
I don't think so.
We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
Jesus Christ.
And this has a pretty clear right to left break to it.
Yeah, it's left.
Players
it's
gotta
right,
recognize
it's
the
up, it's down,
speed. This is one that guys leave short quite a bit.
Like putting across the Andes.
You know it's rough and notably gay pops in. A lot of guys leave this one short, he said. And I went too long.
That's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that.
Bogey. Oh, come on.
Oh, shit, dude.
You get following the fucking computer's suggestion. Double bogey. There goes my lead.
Hey, next time I got a long putt,
but she'll be left shaking her head as she
I'm going to
finishes.
put on share screen. I want to show you something, or I may already showed you, didn't I?
Oh, this could be good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that'd have been on target. It'd have been in the hole, wouldn't it?
Right of the hole, and a good look upcoming.
That was lovely. What did you play there? Was that wasn't a drive, was it?
No, I dropped down a club to like a 3-iron, I think is what it was.
Did you still play the drive though?
Yeah, I played the standard 3-iron shot. Yeah, because I wanted to place it. I didn't want a lot of carry, or the other thing they say, travel. You know, after it hit the ground, I didn't want it going 100 miles.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, because like the drive normally sends it fucking flying. I mean, I'm gonna play a finesse shot, clubbing down. I want to go 7 or 6. I'm gonna club down to 6. No, I'm gonna club down to 7. Play to the bite of the green for a finesse. These things come with like natural backspin built in. Great.
All right.
61. Oh, blimey. This is a heck of a one. There's a big hill for it to go up.
All right, now hear me out on this. How long is your putt say?
80 foot. It's 62 foot.
All right, go for it. Yeah, you can get 62 foot. No
yeah,
problem.
remember, you've seen me do 80 foot and 90 foot putts, so I know how to putt.
Look at that one. Ah, that's a shame.
Yeah, my swing was slightly right, and we ended up
only
going slightly
about
right.
And that's where it went. Well, yeah. So
not a problem. That's in for
it's a
birdie.
tough course to
That's
putt on, though,
moves
really.
to 2 under par.
Even on a short putt, there ain't nothing to give me, really.
It just looks like a runway with bunkers at the end of it.
And I couldn't have still managed to about go off the damn fairway.
And that, a good-looking shot there. Well placed in the fairway.
Yeah, that green is well protected. Yeah, I believe the bunkers will come into play.
That green's doing. That's 18 foot uphill. Club up, go with a 9-iron instead of a pitching wedge. Go with a knockdown shot. Hopefully.
Pretty damn good, I'd say. Pretty damn good.
I mean, it's on there. Yeah, it's 15 foot.
Well, you didn't hit the
From
hazard.
the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well positioned in the fairway, but there is no guarantees to hit the green. It is protected by a series of bunkers all around it, and precision is a requirement.
It looks like Fort fucking Knox up there. Oh, underhit it.
Oh, that worked though.
Really
I didn't think it
nothing
was gonna
wrong
stay. I
with that
figured I was
approach
gonna roll
shot.
back.
Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Put the brakes on.
"12 feet still to go."
Again, that's following the computer's line and power. Exactly. Sometimes it just gets it completely wrong.
Nope.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I followed the line, and that's where I ended up.
Yeah, I would say the shot was perfect. You know, it's completely straight. Power was exactly where they said. The line was fairly easy to follow. Yeah, sometimes they just get it wrong. I say it's done me a couple of times here.
Yeah, it's just
following it too closely. Sometimes you can see it's off. I mean, I've had a couple in the past where, like, say, the green is sloping fast left, and it's telling me to hit it left,
the
and it's
birdie
like, no,
not
that's
to
retarded.
be,
And so I've
she'll
gone
brush
against
that
the
in
game,
for her
gone
par.
right instead because I've got eyes. But usually it's okay. Like, normally you can follow it and it'll be pretty accurate, but downhill I find it really struggles.
Yeah, and it's Augusta. They're just hard greens to put on.
Yeah, all about.
And like I say, the reason I know is because I played it.
Right,
God, I played 10,000 holes on it. All those putts we've missed, we'd have made on other courses, no problem. Got thick, coarse southern grass. And it just chews up the balls. And then other places in the shade, it's going to be thin as hell.
2 foot uphill. Our approach doesn't quite hit the green, so I'm presuming if I'm lucky, I might roll onto the green here, or bounce and roll. It's a long hole.
From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Has a great chance to reach the green, but still going to have to pull off an awfully great shot, hitting it right to left and trying to fit it in that narrow opening.
Really? 220 yards? Surely you could do that with a free wood.
It's uphill. We'll see.
It is. Look at that.
Yeah, they gonna stay.
He's gonna roll off
Oh,
the
shit.
Oh, what a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5.
At this score.
Made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle,
Unlikely.
but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Oh, if it landed 2 inches earlier, it'd been in the pin. It'd hit the pin. And
This may be an eagle putt in name
120 foot putt,
long
it says.
one forthcoming here.
Or 97 foot.
97 foot, yeah.
120 foot, 2 inches.
120 is what that thing can do at full clout. Oh,
how about the speed? Okay, so that's just how you want to play it. On and 2, 2 putts from there, and it's a birdie 4 here at the par 5. This is going to be a beautiful drive down the hill into the big clearing, and it'll set up a good look at this 9th green.
that far behind your ball there. I can see yours.
I was nervous about landing on that big guy's shoe.
So 33 foot uphill.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, from this section of the fairway, you have an opportunity to get the ball close to the back third of this green. It's going to require some good calculations on yardage and proper execution to get the ball to sit on the right plateau.
Yes.
And it did not set on that plateau.
That's a really solid shot. Smack bang into the middle of the green. She should be happy.
Keep doing that. I'm not doing it on the main swing, but whenever I'm putting, I keep putting to the right.
Iona's down there. This for
I
birdie.
don't know why.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Yeah, just a little wide of the mark.
Oh, I did it again.
Yeah, came out of that one quickly. That was never on mine. So she'll tap that in for her bogey here at the ninth. And this will be a 2-under score of 34 on this first 9. So good work to this point.
Oh, fuck off.
It's a bitch. It's a
Yeah,
bitch.
it's me. It's me. For some reason, and it's only on my putts, but my putts, I keep on when I'm trying to swing it straight, swinging to the right, and it's like my thumb's clearly just going like literally. You'll see the line go up and then just veer off sharply to the right on my swing. I'm fucking myself over here. I don't know why. It's like it doesn't happen on any of my other swings. Fucking ridiculous. And it's telling me to hit it so far off. Again, that last one, it was like, yeah, hit it right over here, and it just went right past the hole. Double bogey. I've never double bogeyed.
Hey, it's Augusta, man. It's a rough one, I'm telling you.
Hey, I've gone round Augusta 17 under par. Hey, it's not Augusta, it's me.
All right, well, fine then, Seven. You suck at this game, man. I don't know what you...
No, so for some reason I'm just my aiming is off today. As in like my swing aim, when I'm doing the swing forward, keep fucking hooking it. Swing, and go fine. Whatever it is, but yeah. And only on the putts. It's never on the strike.
And is that going to catch the slope? Yes, it will. Down the hill it goes. Wonderfully done to begin this second 9.
To actively hit it right, and if I try to actively hit it, I won't be able to purposefully fuck it up.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
Well, she should be happy with that shot. Good chance for birdie inside 20 feet.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritise that line.
Oh, the piece was spot on. That ball somehow just decided not to go down.
Both of us. Oh, man.
So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par.
I need to stop doing it. I fucked with it after I zoomed back in. Put myself in a hell of a place, didn't I?
Somehow, the ball's got through the other side of the tree and really hadn't lost that much yardage.
There we are. Now I'm not going to hopefully.
Oh, calm down now, ball.
I mean, I clubbed back for that one as well. That was a
Now one of the
22-foot
tougher
drop.
second
I guess
shots
I should have
in
gone back to
golf.
club.
The second, you're at 11. And that's going to come up short, but fortunately it will stay out of the pond left.
Doesn't have enough pace on it.
Ah, good soft hands. That is nicely done. Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par.
God damn it.
Again, I don't know why. It's just on my putts. I don't seem to be able to... The more I try to hit it straight, the more it doesn't. Again, that was way off. Fortunately, I was close enough that it didn't make a difference. But on my usual swing, like on my main clubs, when I'm driving and like approaching, shots are perfect. They're straight as an arrow.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie looks...
I do it the other way. When I'm driving, it looks like a pretzel.
I suppose it's probably the better way around, because at least you can get away with it more when you're driving.
This from about 10 feet. That's a good putt right there. That's a birdie, and it is back to 1 over now for the round.
That's a nice putt for the view you had. I was getting to look at all them pretty flowers when I putted, and you had to look at all them people down out there.
It's a very scenic ball.
And that
Oh, yeah, especially this tee box. The last 3 holes where you had all the flowers.
Yeah, those flowers left and right, sort of, yeah, those 2 walls on either side of the tee. I'm not generally a, oh, look at the flowers type of dude, but it does look nice. Where's this again?
Augusta, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Tough proposition here from the right side of this fairway. Ball above your feet, and green is angled away from you. Gonna take a good one.
This could be a good one. Oh, what a shot, Frank. I mean, this is one you think about at the start of the round. The second at the par 5 13th at Augusta National, and that's how you draw it up.
To get it off that uneven line, carry Rays Creek and hit it on that skinny little piece of grass. What a great second shot.
1 eagle on the round already. This to add to that crystal collection. Ah, yes, that is worth some crystal. It's an eagle here at 13, a very well-played hole.
There's no way that ball could have gone through the tree, but somehow it did. It's finished up actually all right.
Destroyer of birds.
Yeah, fucking Randy Johnson of golf. Getting away with my shit.
They don't have dynamic weather on this. It'd be good if it could just suddenly start raining partway through a match. That you change the whole mechanic.
Yeah. That's got to be coming next. Well, you know, they come out every 2 years. The next one's got to have that. I was hoping FIFA was going to have it this year, but it doesn't unless you're in single player.
You think all sports games would, because you've got rainy things, so it's not like it's coded into the game for it to have rain. So, yeah, I've never understood the whole
From
thing
the
with
fairway,
sports games where it's
we
one or
check
the
in
other.
with
It would
Noda.
make more sense.
Hole
Like, it's
definitely sitting in the go zone. If you can hit your number, ball could get really close.
But like with football, for certain, yeah, with this American football,
Gran Turismo's probably got.
Well, Gran Turismo they do.
Well, FIFA does, just not online. You understand what I mean? Like, if I'm playing by myself, then you get it, but.
Yeah, but you don't get it. But
Rich, I thought this was going to be a tough shot. Pin at the back of the green, but total disdain threw it all the way back there.
It's raining from the start, or it's not.
You can put snow on it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can put snow on this probably. Well, I don't know. But what I'm saying is with Gran Turismo, you can actually be out raining out racing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
In perfect sun with your dry tires.
Yeah, it's got a weather pattern in the radar and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I used to, when I was doing the single player events, it used to happen all the time. Like particularly on Le Mans, I used to go out there with tires on.
But Gran Turismo, it comes out every 8 years and has a budget like the U.S. government. You know. So of course, if they can't do it, nobody can do it. If they can't do it, no one can. You know what I'm saying?
But they can do it, and they do. I just don't understand why people like EA aren't doing it.
Coming off the
well, because EA's got too many people not contributing that they're paying big salaries to, is what I think, compared to the other people. EA's about as corporate as they come, ain't they? You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole bunch of redundancies in there that are collecting big paychecks.
They tend to.
yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now
sports games
at
are
1
really
under
their
par.
bread and butter. I mean, they make plenty of games, but it's the sports games that keep them going. I mean, they make more money out of FIFA than they do every other game pretty much combined annually.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first time I heard a person in real life talking to me about EA, and it wasn't about sports. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I was like,
think about it, though,
I've been playing EA
there's a lot of
sports
stuff
games
on,
since Sega and shit, and
Just what you want at this point.
yeah, but I never played none of that shit. I didn't play Battlefront. I didn't play
in the middle of the club
They got
face.
Battlefront,
That's
as
what
you
they
say,
did.
Battlefield, Battle Junk, Battle Cars,
Need for
all the battle
Speed and
games.
a bunch of other fucking racing games. Yeah,
Yeah, I played
have
it.
a
I played
presence
Need
in
for
a lot.
Speed back in the day, but
Yeah. So they have a presence within the industry in a lot of different areas, but sports, like I say, they make something like 10 billion a year out of Ultimate Team. You know, the amount of money they make out of Ultimate Team, out of FIFA, is phenomenal compared to you can literally every other game they've got combined in a year will not bring in the revenue of that one game.
no, I know it. It's the world's game. Listen, for the people who want it, I can't complain about it. I've been tickled to death with it this year. I think they've done a good job with it. I really do. And I know it's faux pas to not hate on EA, but I've enjoyed their game since '92. You know what I'm saying? And if they got a shitty game, guess what? I don't play it. I don't cry about it and go, oh, EA's a piece of shit company. You know, I'm just like, well, that wasn't their best thing they ever come out with, and I move on to the other one because they got a lot of offerings, you know.
Oh my God, it's going to miss that water and go into fuck's
No,
sake.
that is not going to be able to put on the brakes, and it will
And I
continue
clubbed it
on
back.
into
That's
the hazard.
ridiculous. Fuck it, I'm going to say it for you. That's bullshit. Club's down. Our approach shots. Not you, motherfucker. Oh.
From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Looking at the greatest second shot in golf, but don't let the beauty fool you. There is trouble everywhere.
This such a tough green to land a ball softly on, and that continues over the back here at hole number 15.
Not bad. Thought you was going to get it.
So easy to run this right into the water. A tough one from behind the green. A 6-footer now for birdie. Ah, yes, very well read. To 1 under now for the day. And that one not on the green.
Seen the water splash out of that grass.
Sitting up in the short grass.
Well, come on in. Oh, no. Is that downhill?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, not too bad.
Now a second to this par 3. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap in is now going to be a grind.
Not quite online, and that'll drift the
I
couple.
bet I had, what, 20 putts like that today? God almighty.
I'm finding with Augusta, you just need to ignore what the computer line says and just best judge it.
Just like that, the bogey goes from level par to
It's
one
been
over.
way over on all of its estimates, where it's like, oh, you should go to the right, yeah, but not nearly as right as you think I should.
Yeah, if you look at the gap between the linear measurements between 13 and 14 foot or an inch up or down, there's a big gap in between there. It's not precise. There's a big tolerance.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine.
Yeah, there you go. That is a lot better shot than I think you're giving yourself credit for.
Second from the fairway.
She's got 112 yards left, coming off
See if I
a
can pull
bogey
some
on the
shit.
previous hole. Got to get it back here.
Ah,
No,
Well, this is
that's all
straight
right.
at it. It's a really good line.
Yeah, it's fine.
well, it didn't track like yours
Just
did.
a
I
little-
wanted it
little
to.
bit more.
Yours
I know
was
it's 10
like
feet,
looked like
but I want it a little bit closer.
a heat seeker. You could tell it was pin seeking. I mean, a pin seeker. Didn't want to drop.
This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Yeah, walk that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. That a beautiful tee shot through the chute here at 18, and that is going to be ideal.
on. Yeah, that's what we want. A bit more. Quite a bit more.
Second shot upcoming with that pin tucked in the front left.
Oh, look at that.
God almighty.
Well, if that's the last iron shot of the day, it's absolutely gorgeous.
2 more clicks on that backspin, I'd have me one. Good shot.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Okay, birdie at the last. It is a birdie finish. And that will mean it is a round of 64, 8 under par. Absolutely scintillating. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did.
64.
Course played well.
Yeah, rather measly 71.
How much of your daily questions you get done on that one? I got the 2. Yeah, I got 2 also.
I've got one more, which is get 2 eagles or better. I got 1 eagle, so I need to get
Well,
another
yeah.
eagle. Much as I'm not playing very well, did you want to have one more?
Yeah. Don't do a tough
Yeah.
one like that one. Augusta's tough to be, I think. I think it's a tough course, man. Do a different course.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, the putting on that one, like you said, we should have both been 17 under. We should have been 1 under. Average, anyway.
Liberty National. Like I say, I mean, I did myself no favours. My just my swings were just all over the place. I don't know why.
It's funny you
Usually
talking about with the putts. Usually I do all right with the putts. It's the driving I got the biggest problem with, where I get all
If
janky.
anything, it's usually if anything, it's usually the drive where I'm more likely to go off. But I mean, all of my kind of fairway and drive shots, tee shots and fairway shots were, with the exception of one, which didn't really go off anyway, were straight as an arrow, like perfect. Yes, surprisingly, I was getting really a crazy bounce on the greens. That probably comes from the fact I generally overswing.
Oh, shit, it loaded. I was going to say, I don't know if you noticed your stats versus the course's stats over there to the left.
I hadn't looked.
EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour golf brings us to one of the more picturesque golf courses in the Northeast as we come to you from Liberty National
Like this one,
Golf
either
Club,
both of us are going to be
just
really
across
good
the
at the
bay
putting or
from
really
Lower
bad,
Manhattan.
like Augusta.
With
I don't know
Frank
which
Mallow
meters
by
are
my
meter,
side,
but
I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Yeah, this
Tee to
first
green.
shot,
Rich,
I'm
I know
actually
people always say
back to
putting's
a
important.
3-wood.
I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green, if you want to play good golf day in, day
pop
out,
it over on the back
fairways,
side of the,
greens, that's the
fairway.
secret.
For the lake.
oh, I haven't played this
Yeah,
one
it's
forever.
You've got the power, I reckon, to it. You can get over there onto the green. There was no way. If I'd gone for it, I was going in the water. Well, at best, I would have ended up in the rough, like before the bunkers, but I was probably going in the water if I went for it.
Well, not holding back. This is a big swing.
Nice.
Oh, I hit it too hard, fucking hell. Or I put too much spin on it.
That is not a fairway
That's a
hit.
nice
It's
little
definitely gone
15-yard
into
shot.
the rough. Certainly not the start
133
everybody was
yard
expecting.
away.
Second shot now from the rough here at 1.
Yeah, I should have been on the green in the first place. I didn't even want to take that shot. It's got it.
That was a nice straight one. I mean, not a straight shot, like it was a straight swing. I managed to get the swing right there.
I got lucky having a beer. Take your time.
Okay. Yeah, I got a little unlucky there. I got it. That was for once an actually perfect shot. Like the power was perfect, so it wasn't over at all or anything. The line was perfect. It hit that green like a steam train. It just bounced clean off it. And it was a finesse shot as well, so it wasn't a drive.
Well, damn, I aimed 2 foot below the hole, and that's where I ended
landed
up.
it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance.
Well, it was only like a 2 foot drop or something.
I know, it wasn't much.
I kind of looked at it and went, yeah, that's a nothing drop. That doesn't really factor in. Are you on the green or that fringe?
No, I'm on the fringe.
But give it a little bit of extra oomph if you're going off the fringe.
Oh, I gave it just a little too much. Just a little too much on that one.
Got a 15-foot putt. Fairly straight 15-foot putt though. As long as I don't fuck it. Might have done a little bit. I hit it slightly right.
Ah.
I mean, only slightly right, but
Those
Oh, my
sting.
goodness.
God damn, those
Something
sting.
went terribly wrong there. That's going to get past the hole and work its way all the way off the green. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. Solid. A good drive in the fairway.
What shot was that?
That was a finesse shot. I was a little bit short on my power, actually, so I ended up putting a load of topspin on it, which was necessary. Otherwise, that was going to naturally roll back a bit. Nice.
That's the modern game. Huge tee shot, little shot, get in close, and a potential birdie.
Okay, so after the big tee shot and some good work around the green, here's the result. Tap in 3.
That's a nice looking hole, isn't it? Even though it's technically skyscrapers and shit in the background, it kind of, I don't know, it's contrasts.
Yeah, just outside the city.
Okay, safely aboard.
Well, we're in New Jersey. I guess that's New York you're saying, ain't it? Well, I know it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
There you go. Oh.
With a roll, about 30 foot? 33 foot, yeah. So it goes right, then it goes left.
And then it goes into the water.
Goes a little bit more right than left. So, yeah, no, it's still going. Don't think.
Get it. Oh, you bitch. You son of a bitch.
Well, that rolled straight over the hole, not round it or...
Let's bring in
Put
notification.
plastic over that thing.
Look at birdie.
It's like someone put
And
cling
break
film on
won't
top of
be a
it.
big
Yeah.
worry, but speed will. This is going to pick up momentum as it works down the slope.
Oh, yeah, that one poured right in.
They took the
Terrific
surround
effort
wrap
there
off
for a
with
birdie
your
here
shot.
at the par
They
3.
did.
And that will do just fine.
Nice.
As long as you stay out of the water on this one. That's all you got to do on this one. There you go.
Really?
You know, that's makeable putt. I know it sounds like horse shit,
Yeah.
but
I pulled that. See, I pulled that back because I expected it to bounce because I've been getting a lot of bounce. So that tends to really when it just stopped and dropped.
like that, you was expecting that to
Well,
happen,
I
didn't
thought
you?
that was going to happen. Yeah, exactly.
And I thought
Certainly
what
had
you
enough
had was
power,
going to
it
happen.
just didn't have any touch.
What's this? 56 foot.
Over the hill and through the woods, ain't it? Well, no doubt about it.
Oh,
I know I underhit it when I did.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Nope, didn't see the
mate.
break, and that slides by to the left.
A little frustrated over that last putt. Didn't need to go again that quick, you know. Should have got the last one.
needed time to cool off.
I did.
Well, no arguing the simple fact, a 5 with wedge in hand hurts. That's a bogey.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. In the middle of the fairway.
Although looking at it, left side might have been a good approach angle.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that right after I said it. I was like, man, yeah, if you went a little bit more left than I did also, it would have been favorable, wouldn't it?
And no issues there. Good
Kinda
tee
cuts
shot
the
in
lake
the
out,
short
doesn't it?
grass.
Yeah, you want to cut that hazard out of your approach.
I'm not overly concerned about the lake in this instance. I mean, it's almost a flat shot as well. It's 11 inch.
Oh, yeah.
Stop, drop. Well, I'm going to come in slightly far left. Play
I don't blame you.
Wide left, travelling right, but I'm not going to come in super far.
Oh, you had more than that, didn't you?
Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5.
Oh,
That's the beauty part of going second, Seven. Do you think I'd been able to make that shot if I hadn't watched you?
See that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Wrong bounce, wasn't it?
well, I put the right spin on to see it
This
going
for
left.
eagle.
Oh, that was one if you'd left alone, it'd have went in there with it. I hate when I
Maybe,
fuck
or
with
maybe
it.
if I'd been a little bit
Oh,
less.
yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3.
You only have much
Superb.
time with a flop shot, but yeah, I think I probably did. Do it. A lot of water on this course, isn't there?
I know, they're scaring the shit out of me.
Well, it's water
That one
is
looking a
defining
little
feature of New
right.
York.
Well, they don't allow the people to drink it. It's just there for looks. No, I don't think there's a water problem in New York.
That got a fortunate bounce. Oh, it'll be just fine.
Don't say it. I wouldn't live there if you paid me. Well, you do get paid to live there, I guess. But if you were born there, it sucks.
I don't know. As an English person, I don't know. I like the idea of America. So I don't know. I could go for living in New York, but I imagine it's like every city. It's got good bits and shit bits. Like I say, someone could go, oh, yeah, I don't like the idea of living in London. There are parts of London, but you would be living like fucking royalty in houses that are just...
Well, that's what I mean. It's all relative to how much money you got.
There are also parts of London where you step outside, get stabbed, pissed on, and murdered the moment you go buy a loaf of bread. So it just depends. I mean, you get that in every big city.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I think once you learn the country thing, and you could still have a big city job, because let's face it, unless you're on the ground doing construction with technology this day and age, most of the time you don't need to travel into that big city.
Second shot.
You might have to do it to show face at the office kind of thing, but
yeah, she's left herself 120 yards to this flag.
You know, I actually,
Pin tucked
as much as
left-hand portion
I'm
of
a
the
man
room
on the
today.
ground kind of guy, truth be told, there's certain jobs it's like you don't need to be in the office. I mean, the amount of Zoom calls people have who are in the office is getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why the hell did y'all come to the office and then have Zoom calls? She's in the other fucking room. You know? And my point is, you got to think, when people are at work, that work in an office, what are they consuming? Resources. That's paper towels, toilet paper, hand soap, hand sanitizer, office supplies. See what I'm getting at here?
Yep, you take those.
If they don't need to be, I mean, if everybody wants to use tech all the time, you know, Teams, Microsoft Teams is what they say now. You know? Why in the hell are they coming in the office consuming?
I'm familiar with Teams.
Well, you see my point, though, right? If Teams is the new shit, then why the hell are these people coming in here wiping their ass with this toilet paper and drying their hands with these paper towels and eating these snacks and drinking this coffee?
No issues here. That is into the fairway.
In the last few years, since COVID, like a lot of recruitment roles now are sort of home-based.
Well, you can recruit better away from the office. If you don't want to hire the guy next door, what the fuck are you at the office? You understand my point here? You should be in the field. You know what I'm saying? And by the field, that might mean in your car, on the bus, on the train, on the plane. If you're recruiting, you're out and about, you're recruiting people. You don't recruit people from next door. Hell, people from next door walk into the fucking office and ask for a job. You see my point? Maybe not in England, I don't know. Maybe it's different in England, but here it's not. I mean, hell, I don't need a recruitment agent at my office. I need a recruitment agent 60 mile. I need him 60 miles away from my radius. I got my 60. If I hired a recruitment agent, right? Say I needed a bunch of people.
I mean, where I was recruiting doctors in my last job, and GPs, I was recruiting for 24 different GP practices across the country, all across the country. So it wasn't a you should be on the road type role, because I was recruiting people at any given moment 500 miles away, and I would be recruiting numerous of them, and they could be 700 miles apart at any given time. So
well, that's what I'm saying. You got a tool there at your dispense.
Very ambitious. Look what's happened.
Yeah, but can I tell you something? You ought to know this. You're a recruitment guy. There ain't nothing better as a recruitment guy. Think about this, man. When you meet a man in person, or a woman, whatever, and I'm not being sexist here, when you meet a person in person and you speak to them, you can feel confident about hiring them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell you right now, I ain't never hired a person in my life that I ain't met in person. Never. Now I know, oh, nice, pin seeking shot, baby, let's go. You know? But I ain't never, you're always going to like somebody you spoke to better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't. Maybe you're different. Maybe all you got to do is be analytical. Maybe you're an analytical recruiter.
Oh no, I mean, you know, I don't hire anyone that I don't speak to.
Well, there you go. That's all I'm saying. I mean, so I'd rather not have you at the office. I mean, I'd like to have you at the office. We'd fuck around, play some golf or whatever. But I'm talking about like, get out there and
perfect there, and that's in for a birdie.
I ain't gonna say it's been a lot of times, but you know how many times I've just talked to a person and they say, "Yeah, I just left my job, blah blah blah, or I quit it, or I got fired, or whatever," and I'd be like, "What do you know? What do you do?" You know, it's just been random. How far do you want to drive? That kind of shit, you know? I mean, all I can tell you is this. It depends on the job you're recruiting for. It's like my sister, for example. She's got a job up at the University of Maryland coming up. And she's one of the people that's applied online.
Boy,
emails,
seems to be on
bullshit.
right about now. That,
you know, all that shit. And yeah, she's qualified. La-di-da. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it just depends. I guess it depends on what you're looking for. It's kind of like the funeral home business. I'm not saying they do this in England, but over here, it's not about resumes. It's not advertised. It's always been, I know this guy and he won't fuck no dead bodies. He's not a weirdo.
But
what is it?
It's different in that. I mean, obviously, that's very different from the sort of thing I've been recruiting into. You know, for a start, I'm recruiting general practitioners, so it is all about skills, resumes, qualifications. You know, it doesn't matter how good a guy you are or whether or not you're into.
No, don't take me wrong there. Before you get too cocky with me.
To take out someone's spleen,
From
you
the
need
fairway
to know how to do
noter,
that shit and be
coming up.
qualified.
Yeah, well, most doctors ain't worth a shit. Why do you think I'm mocking? My name's what it is. I mean, most of them ain't worth a fucking dime, and you fucking know it. If you've hired as many,
and this is looking really good,
and that's the job you're in, most doctors are sacks of shit.
Just a little bit to the
Okay?
right.
They ain't worth a
Inside
damn.
10 feet, but bang
all
on
the
for
same, you still
distance.
can't hire some cunt off the street who was previously, I don't know, sitting in a puddle of his own piss with "please feed me."
Oh, I understand what you're saying there. That's not what I'm getting at.
This
That's
guy needs
not.
open heart surgery. All our doctors are shit, so you might.
Well, no, you said you hired for the private sector, right?
The longer putts, you don't mind as much.
Well, then why the hell are you looking at the NHS candidates? I know they got to start there to get their ears dried off, the wet behind their ears dried off, but
to be honest, not that we didn't look at that many NHS. I mean, it's not we didn't look at them.
yeah, be careful now. Be careful. You did look at them.
No. The difficulty that we had at that point was that it was coming off of COVID, and that the doctors in the UK had all started going temp.
Political.
So, because because going temp, they were earning a phenomenal amount of money. Like, so we were paying decent money to our doctors as
all the way off the green. Whoa!
But the temp salaries were absolutely through the fucking roof for these guys. So like what we were offering was like half of what they could earn. Just going contracting. So contracting comes with its downsides.
Well, half. You mean to the positive or to the negative? What? You were paid them 50% over or 50% less? I'm not sure which way you meant that.
50% less.
Oh, you were? Oh, shit.
That was the difficulty. So, well, when you're employing people on perm, you're not going to pay as much. So when you hire a doctor through an agency, the agency are paying the doctor an inflated rate because it's not a permanent job.
Yeah, I understand all that. Which way was your company's angle? Were you paying them more or less?
Well, less because we weren't an agency.
You're trying to lock them in. I got you.
That's it. We were a private medical facility with like 24 sites. So the hard bit for me was trying to convince doctors to come and work for us for half of what they could make contracting. They didn't have to worry about their next contract because there was such high demand for doctors and they're in such short supply over here that they've got jobs guaranteed.
That sets your quota pretty high, though. to justify your
Well,
wage.
that's the thing. It's like, but what it means is that the downsides of contracting don't really factor in for a doctor in the UK. So as a contractor in any other field, you have you can earn more as a contractor, but you have the ebbs and flows within the industry. There are times when they're not as much in demand. You're not going to be able to find work.
Yeah, I
You
understand
might
all
be out
that.
for 2-3 months.
I'm talking about.
As a doctor, that's never going to be the case in the UK. As a GP, these people will always have another contract just to slide right into. So trying to talk them out of earning £250 an hour and coming and working for us for £50 an hour, or that's the difference. It was difficult.
Well, that's the tough part about being in recruitment. Like, I've known a lot of guys being in recruitment, not only in your industry but in the government industry. And when you got infinite capital to blow, all I'm saying is, if they're paying you, well, it's fictional numbers here, they're paying you $150,000 a year, you better save them $2 million a year. What? Tell me if I'm wrong. You tell me what you think there about that. You know what I mean? Like,
it wasn't really as cut and dry as that, but yeah, I mean, each doctor I hired essentially was
taking a pay cut.
Profit. Every doctor I hired essentially would make our company £1 million profit in a year on a full-time basis.
How good are these players?
So yeah, I mean,
lands it on the putting surface from a million miles away and still manages to hold the green.
I was easily covering my fucking salary and bonus in what I was doing. But I was hiring up to 20 doctors in a month. So, I was been smashing it on my side. But I did have to kind of use certain tactics to get them in. Certain ways to sort of appeal to
fringe benefits or whatever, you're like, do whatever the fuck you want.
Benefits, but the other thing as well, I suppose, it's just having that permanent position over constantly being the new person, constantly going into new places, driving halfway across the country for contracts. You get to a certain point where you don't need the extra money. I mean, I was earning far less than these doctors were earning in their contract positions, but I still had money to literally burn. Hell, I haven't worked for nearly a year, and I still have money to literally burn.
Yeah, but can I tell you something that's smart about what you're doing and going to do? Is I agree with it 100%, because if I change jobs every 2 years, I'd have literally over $1 million, no problem, in the bank. Well, not in the bank. I wouldn't have more than 200,000, but I'd have 200,000 and a lot more bank accounts than I do, because
now
that is the new thing. Everybody goes short term, don't they?
From this length, it would be a Brucey bonus to find the bottom.
You could say the same company for 40 years.
To be about pace.
Yeah, I say the healthcare industry in the UK is pretty knackered, and so that's the biggest challenge for healthcare providers, is they can't afford to pay the agency staff, but the staff will all want to go agency to make the money, and because there's such a big demand, it's just a kind of self-perpetuating cycle. There's plenty of people in the UK that work in the sector, but there's not enough that want to work it full-time in a permanent position, because they know that
there's more offers to come.
As a locum, as a locum, they just have more money and more, as you say, flexibility, because post-COVID, people don't have the sticking power in jobs anymore either. They get complacent, they get itchy feet, whereas if they're going for an agency, they're only there for a month or two, they make their money, they move on to another place. They're not there long.
And it all builds their resume or their CV or whatever you want to call it, right?
Well, it means that they can job hop without looking like job hoppers.
I know. You know how many people I know who go, I got experience here, 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 and here. And I'm like, you're 24 years old, so you worked 2 years in your fucking life. You know jack shit. And I'm not talking about somebody to mow the grass either. I'm talking about, these are dipshits who, do they have experience? On paper they do. But they job hop, like you're saying. But you know what? People accept that now. People are fine with that. They're like, how long you been doing this? They're like, I did it 2 months, and then I went to this for 2 months, and then I did this for 2 months. It's like, goddamn, you must be an expert. No, you're a fucking jack-off. Not you, Seven. Excuse me. But
I saw as a recruiter, I saw
and
a
that
massive
one
change
not
in
on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. sitting
where
up
so
in the
many
short
people
grass.
have been off work for like a year, where they've been signed off and still been
Yeah.
paid essentially for a lot of it on furlough. Coming out of that, the amount of movement on people's CVs where they clearly went back to work and just couldn't handle it, couldn't handle the fact they had to get up and go
Exactly.
in and do stuff. They probably got into arguments. There's probably a lot of, oh, this isn't fair, a lot of HR involvement and stuff. And you'll see, like, that pre-COVID, very stable careers, you know, sort of 2 years in this place, 3 years, or that person's been there for 5 years. Steady, stable.
This is the best conversation me and you've ever had, because you're exactly right about what you're saying. I love how you can see it the way I see it.
Suddenly, the change in their behaviours is drastic, because they'll have been, you know, post-COVID, they go back to work, they've been there like 2 months, or reason for leaving. You know, I was pushed out by management, or, you know, changing, like, they'll put down something about how they were wrongly fucking persecuted. Then they'll move on to the next company, and they've been there for a month, and they've left, and it wasn't, this was wrong and that was wrong. And there'll be a string of jobs where they've been there for like 2 months, 3 months, 1 month, then, you know, a couple of months out, then back in for a month, then out. And it's like, at some point you have to look in the mirror and go, well, it can't be all of them, but we're in the wrong. I mean, it could.
Well,
be,
there's very few people that can do that.
You know?
You know it.
What's happened is you've been stable and steady and you know, happily plodding along for all these years. Then COVID happened. You sat on your ass watching Judge Judy for 1.5 years, getting paid for
doing an hour's worth of work.
Expected to actually get back to work, and you don't want to do it, do you? You don't want to do work now because you got used to sitting on that fat ass eating biscuits, watching Judge Judy, and getting paid for it, no less.
You know, I mean,
it's
I
like,
think you're right.
Turn the entire country into essentially benefit recipients, people who don't work and get paid. Then tell them all to go back to work, and they're like, well, no, hang on a minute, I didn't know that this life existed. And they suddenly, you know,
Hey, I don't have a problem with benefits. Hell, if people gets in a bad bind, I think the greater good should help them out.
No, that's it. I agree.
But when you're taking advantage of it,
means tested. I think it should be based on the amount of tax that you've paid in. So if someone's never,
I do too. I agree with you. That's a bad shot. But I do agree with what your point is good. Yeah, if you've been paying, you know, like imagine if all of a sudden, well, hopefully, if people stop dying, that's a good thing. I don't think they will, but if they do, well, God forbid, God save, but, you know, obviously I'd like a little bit of a relief fund till I can get back to work doing something else, you know. If all of a sudden people stop dying, I need to find another job, you know. But I wouldn't take advantage of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, in the UK, the system that we used to have was actually kind of based on tax. So, you know,
that's what I mean. I've been paying taxes all this time, you know. Right? Oh.
Yeah, so if you wanted to receive any kind of job seeking allowance,
they should let me have it, no problem, right? It's like I've been paying for about 30 years. Not that I'd need it or wanting it or trying to get it. I'm just saying, like, if all of a sudden AI fixes people from dying, which is going to be a fucked up thing if it ever did. I don't think they will, because I think they know better, but... Goddamn ball. No, but anyways, all I'm saying is there's people out there that might need it, but we all know there's people out there that's taking advantage of it, haven't they?
Yeah, well, I think if you've paid nothing into the system, you shouldn't be able to take anything out of it.
What? Healthcare ain't gonna keep me alive like food will. Meaning,
no.
you see what I'm saying? I'm not asking you to take care of me that way. Just, goddamn.
We're looking good coming off the birdie, but problems here are going to give that stroke back.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Another one. That's
paid
a double
through
bogey.
the tax or through everybody's national insurance. And yeah, I think everybody in the UK should be entitled to that, because it is paid for on large by the UK taxpayers. But what I don't think people should just be able to do is, like, at 16, 17, go down to the job centre, start claiming getting paid when they've never paid anything in, and then when they're 35 they're still fucking claiming. Like, It should be a matter of, right, okay, you've not paid anything into the system, or you've worked for 6
It's
months.
so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still...
No, I agree with you.
Try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe two. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
On your own. That's how it should be. That's how it used to be in the UK. But what it is these days is everyone gets it, no matter what your situation. So you've got people who have literally never worked a day in their lives claiming benefits.
Scamming it. Yeah, just scamming it. Yeah. And that's my point. I want people to have it. I'll be honest with you. I do. If people, I mean, I know there's people out there that are trying their ass off. That's what makes me so mad about it. Is I've known people my whole life work their ass off, and then I know somebody else who's scamming the system and doing better than the person that's working their ass off. Now, listen, I don't want to make it impossible for the person that's working their ass off if they come through hard times to get it, but I think that's where the advantage has been taken. Like, everybody, like, I'll give you an example. You know, Jay, I'm streaming right now and I say this. This motherfucker has been the kind of guy who's like, I take advantage of it any goddamn time the wind blows the right way to take advantage of it. Like, oh, well, I feel sad today, and that's popular, and the government accepts it, so I'm going to do it. You know, that kind of bullshit.
The mental health grift in the UK is...
Oh, my God. Well, we've all got mental health problems. We're people. We got minds. You're going to have mental health problems just like you will physical problems. I mean, give me a fucking break. Look, here's the way I see it. If you're crazy enough that you can't work, you're crazy enough. And I may be one of them myself. Well, then we'll spend them tax dollars' money to lock you in a damn asylum so you can get the treatment you need. Otherwise, you're lazy. And you know I'm right. You know I'm fucking right about this. There ain't nobody don't want to fucking do nothing. And if you do, yeah, you do have a mental problem. I know for a fact, Seven, if I didn't do anything, I'd go nuts. If I get more than 3 days off in a row, which is rare, even though I got shit to do at my own fucking house, that's not my point. Like, I've always been a yin and a yang kind of guy. I need the ups, I need the downs, I need the highs and the lows. And it's like physical exercise. Like if I was locked in the house for 2 months, I'd be doing push-ups every day, sit-ups, jumping jacks, you know, like, you gotta have balance, man. I'm drunk, but I don't think I'm crazy about this. You can't judge one without the other.
This free wood just seems to go like a fucking... But, see what we can do. Please don't bounce to the next week. Yes, good. Yeah, that free wood has got so much fucking carry to it. No matter what you do, you try and finesse or approach, it just goes like a fucking blitz. My free iron was going to come up short.
Okay, pretty good shot right there. Didn't quite release all the way out after landing in the fairway, but still, chance for an up and down birdie at this par 5. Got to be thinking about making this one from just off the edge of the green. This for eagle. Yeah, that's nicely done. Good playing there.
Sorry about that. I had to get a beer.
Birdie.
That's all right. No, I figured you were off getting a beer or something.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Cool.
All right, you take those all day long.
Sure.
On the green, chance for birdie coming up.
I only put about 20% backspin on it after I shot it. Boy, that one stopped.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was a drive with a pitching wedge. That was never going to have the role of a driver. It's the drivers that put the forward bounce and momentum on it. But where I think of a lot of these par threes, I'm having to use a 3-wood drive, whereas you're able to use a 3-iron. My 3 irons come up short, so I don't have the same power as you. That's one area where the power is actually.
Yeah, because it's about your second shot. It's not about your first shot. I mean, meaning.
Yeah, but we've always talked about like the power and been like, oh, you know, look on par 5s is really where it counts, which is true. But actually, I hadn't thought about it on the par 3s. You can get onto the green.
No, par 3s doesn't matter. Par 4s it does. Par 3s don't make a shit.
No, I think it does, because with the par 3s, you can get on there with a smaller club, whereas I'm often having to use like a driver.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So the driver hits the green and the ball fucking scoots off like it's on fire, like it's got rockets up its arse. If you're using an iron, it lofts it higher and it comes down more. So your shots are often higher onto the approach from the green on a par 3 than mine. So unless it's a really short par 3 like this one where the drive shot was done with a pitching wedge.
Yeah, I was going to say most par 3s are pretty. Even if you're a new player, you should be able to use an iron to get on a 9-iron to get on them.
Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie to push that score to 3 under for the round.
Got an iron grate around the fucking tee box.
I know. This president's tee box.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive.
I mean, that was a drive. It only carried 14, or not carried, but traveled 14 yards after the fact. 8.5 degree. That's can't drop it any better than that.
That wasn't too bad.
Perfect second club shot. 169 yards to the pin. Par 4. And there we go. Look at that. Within 10 feet by an inch.
This Nota, her second from the fairway.
Looking at 114 yards to the front, 119 to the hole, pinned just on the front edge.
A little bit short. A lot short.
Sandwich takes flight, and I don't think it's going to carry.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
Fairway, that looks
All
like
the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
No, it wasn't that hard a shot, and I fucked it up, guys. Oh, man, I missed this hole up so bad.
Oh, I fucked that. Again, with my swing, I went right off to the right. Fucker.
Just 5 feet left. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Oh boy, that has started way left.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Get up there. Yep. Oh, no.
I'll come and join you. It's when you're using a driver to get onto the fucking green, because the grass is so short.
Yeah, I did. I drove it.
It just fucking goes, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. That's damn good.
Yeah, can't take those for granted. Good concentration there, and it's in for a birdie.
Oh, my God. Look at this. Swing away, Merrill. Swing away. Ah, dang it, in the bunker.
Might be okay.
Beautiful tempo to that swing.
He's
going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
Oh, my swing went right off there. I'm not sure.
Ah, yours on target now.
Yeah, no,
oh, yeah.
A bit spin onto it.
Oh, get in there. Get in there. That's how you do it. Let's see if I can match it. Damn close.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face.
Nice.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, the good play continues. Now to 5 under on the day.
I think there's been water on literally every hole of this course.
I know, it really fucks with your psyche, doesn't it? You're like, I gotta stay away from the water. Like,
wonderful tee shot.
Yeah, I'm constantly
on this course. I think at the front of it, I didn't even think about what was behind it.
No, it definitely takes a toll on how you play. I know I've went out of my way to avoid it.
A little more bounce than I expected.
Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway. This one has a chance to be close.
And final iron shot of the day, and it is one of the best we've seen here at the closing hole.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Oh, no. That's giving that way too much respect. That hardly moved at all. So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par. And that will close out a 9 under round of 62. Incredibly well done.
62 I got.
So
What'd
for
you
Frank
get?
Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying
56.
so long for now.
Hell, that's pretty good for both of us, then, I think. But yeah, you can't complain about that.
I mean, anything under par's okay. I've got one more in me. Fancy it?
Nah, I'm out.
Yeah? All right, bub. All right, I will catch you later.
All right, man.